So I don't know how much you can see, but it's 10 o'clock at night, day one, 15 hours, 1,500 k's, just short of the Nullarbor Roadhouse. Got our barbie going. I'll throw my swag out in a minute. Do our shut eye and get into day two.
Scenery at the moment.
So mate, at the end of day 2, how much you can be able to see, she's a little bit Dayak. But we're 2,900 k's in. Another bit of luck dinner. No lettuce, tomato, too many border crossings. Bit of bread, bit of meat, bit of cheese. Had to do a bit of run and repair on me hammock for cable ties. Blew out on me. But yeah, so we're going pretty well. Nice snazzy little setup. Couple other people in here too. Spring Hills or something. It's got another 8 or so hours to do tomorrow. And we'll do a few days work. Then off to the racetrack. Yeah. So yeah, made it into Orange all good. 2,900 k's down, 28, whatever it was. 2.5 days. Well, it's 3 o'clock on Sunday Arvo. It's almost 3 days. Put the car in Bruce from BMJ's trucking shed. He'd done the right thing. He's pretty cool. Lucky for us, he's got a big shed we can stash it in. I've got to go to a mine site, do a couple of days work. I'll be back on Wednesday to grab the car and head to the track. For now, go to the bottle-o, go to the unit and clean up. Excellent. Yay, we made it to Bathurst. Pissing down rain. Yeah, somehow I managed to bring 3 front wets and 1 rear wet, so it's a bit of a scramble trying to get the old man to bring one up from Sydney on his way in from the airport in his Lyca. Doing some driver's briefing at the moment. Oh man, there's heaps of cars. There's heaps of insanely awesome cars. I'll try to do a quick walk past them, but there's like 20 of insane proper sports sedans. I don't think I've ever seen this many together in one hit, so it is on. Oh, sports sedans, sports sedans, sports sedans. Fucking loads of them. Plenty of proper fucking sports sedans and in the supercars. The star of the show, obviously, Winton Vic. Oh, mad. So it's supposed to be fastest to slowest. We're way down, way down. And if it rains, we're even further down. Team, done, Bathurst, won. Yeah, you're guilty. Daniel the man, Dennis the king. Car, what a fucking weapon. Bathurst is done. How mega are these guys been, eh? Woo! Fucking done, did he? Fucking van, party animals, fucking mud pits. Just cleaned up. Bathurst champs, back on the trailer. Ready for Winton. And his final sign-offs, what was the best bit? They're all crowd shy now. They've been talking non-stop all night, partying hard. Woo!
That was definitely the best bit, the beers in the afternoon.
Righto. Alright, see you Winton.
Getting it on the...
So you beauty, we have made it to Winton. We're nearly 5,000 k's into our big adventure of towing this thing across the country. What a monster set of carports. We're in here a bit early, she's Monday. Dennis is travelling along in his little hire car. Yeah, we're all set up in the carports, so we'll leave it. I'll go do a few days work. Dad will tour around all the wine region, which is doing work, part of his job apparently. Yeah, so hoping for another good run at Winton. Nice dry run. Well, fucking, I don't know what time it is, no idea. Past dinner time, gearbox is out.
Oh, come on, get it together, man.
Yeah. A bit disappointed on the performance of these mechanics, I tell you. Driver's trying hard here. Yeah, we're having heaps of clutch issues, shift cut issues, name it, we got it. But here we are, we're apart, we're about to go back together. I hope we fixed it. Oh yeah. Well, the big beast made it. Playing over the National Boys, front row start, first time out, not bad. A few issues, dropped us back 10th, come back to 5th in race 2, and then 4th in the final race. Had pace to maybe fight with 3rd, but good battle held up. Old Cold Air Mines, Dennis been going hard, travelling around, plane flights, hire cars, the whole lot. Trailer's there, ready to drive back on after a good weekend of hard racing. That's fucking awesome. Make sure I remember to take me big nameplate home with us. All sorts of famous celebrities walking around.
Hello! I'm very slow. He is very fast.
Hey.
I don't even know what accent that's
Well, back to WA for us. See you later. Well, we're well and truly into our trip home now. 7,000 k's down, 1,500 to go, and about 20 minutes from the border back into WA. So yeah, been an incredible trip. 2nd at Bathurst, 4th at Winton, starting on front rows at both tracks. Never in my wildest dream would I ever think we'd be doing this good. Mega thanks to so many people. All the support back home and the messages and that, just trying to keep us in the right headspace, to keep us pushing, keep us going. Some long nights and days there with Daniel helping at Bathurst and my old man Dennis helping at Bathurst and Winton, especially Winton. Gearbox out, bloody everything going on, wiring here, there and everywhere. Shannon, the remote help, keeping us, you know, on the go with the tune, and also diagnosing that bloody throttle position sensor from race 1 at Winton. Yeah, it's been mega. We'll get home tomorrow midday, straight in, strip her down. We'll still get ready for Wanneroo this coming weekend. But you can probably see these clouds starting to come in around us. Might be a bit of a wet one in the swag, and maybe a bit of a wet barbecue. I'll have to sleep under the car or something. All right. Well, that's it for the eastern states of the trip. Now just the Wanneroo part to do back at home. So here we go. The view out there of the oncoming storm. A bit of lightning and a load of rain. Tuesday morning, final day. We got going about 5 o'clock. We survived the storm. We found this wicked shelter spot to sleep in. Man, that storm come through hard. I had to get out for a while and hold me tent together. But yeah, no, sweet. We got through it, drove through it for a while, and then parked up when it was dry in a joy spot. And it woke us up by midnight. That was a good little adventure. I've only got a short little 1,000 k's left now. We're 7 1/4 down. So yeah, that'll put us to 8 1/4. That's not too bad. Get home 4 o'clock, so plenty of time to unload and start working on it. Bit of a slack one because I've got the day off tomorrow. But it should be burnt up pretty quick getting her ready for Wanneroo. So yeah, it's all still going as per plan. Fantastic. Yo beauty, we've made it back home. 8,500 k's. We've got a list of repairs. Trailer needs a bit of love. Rear shocky on this thing. My air shock's gone. The front bushes are gone. Got a bit of a hole in our splitter. Robbo wrote his name on the front of my car. My sway bar came off in that last race, which is explain why the rear end was just slipping around everywhere. So we'll fix that up. I've got an upgrade on that already in my head, so I'll roll that out. I haven't really found much else yet. I'll have a bit of a better look. Just got to do a valve set, oil change, diff ratio change. Oh, I've scratched my wing end plate on the transport home. Alan's gonna kill me. He'll make me buy a new wing end plate, I'll bet ya. Oh, we've got our Joy number 30. Garage sign. Pile the tyres to clean up and inspect and get the pickup off of. But yeah, 8,500 Ks. Not really anything too major to do, so we've had an unbelievable good run. So lucky from help from so many people. So thank you all. Yeah, one more one to go, Barbagallo this weekend to make it 3 states, 3 weeks. See how we go. Well, we made it back to Perth. We made it out to Wanneroo. We got through qualifying, but we had another reoccurring issue with our throttle position sensor. Pesky little sensor. Anyway, we didn't go out for race 1. We were too worried that it had damaged the motor. We managed to get a new one, but it's an aftermarket one and it seems that it's no good as well. We played around. We managed to get it to come good. We went out for race 2. Started from 10th, which was last. It wasn't a big field, unfortunately. But we quickly charged through into 2nd place after a couple laps, and by the time 1.5 laps down, it started running bad. Just got worse. Alan and Maddie helping us out on a 2-way, just coaching us through to the end. Obviously, Eloise is still helping me pack up in my shed here at night. But I've realised I've got an old TPS sitting on an old motor here, so I'm going to whack that on and see if that fixes it. Otherwise, I'll play with it for a bit, but it might be a tomorrow job. Yeah, like always, Shannon from TuneCorp helping us diagnose it over the remotely. He's been a massive effort for us over these 3 weeks, getting to those 3 different states for 3 rounds. Yeah, it was still good fun charging through the pack. Would have been nice to have grabbed a few more points finishing both races, but hey, we'll put her away. She's got a month off, so just imagine how many late nights and weekends I'll be able to spend on it getting ready. Yeah, Eloise loving it. Okay, so we've had a bit of time, day after the Wanneroo race day, to have a bit of a look through it and the pressures away from the racetrack. Well, not having the pressure when we're at the racetrack, I should say. We managed to spend a bit of time and found the culprit that we've had some water get into our harness and leak into the ECU plugs. So there was a bit of tracing going across there. That's why whenever the engine was running, the throttle position sensor was just dancing all over the place. Well, we've got a few more throttle position sensors spare now because we rushed around, got a few spares at the track, and we did have that plug apart at the track when we were pinning it out, and I just didn't pick up that it had a lot of water in there. Obviously having it apart was just enough to get it going for a couple of laps once it was back together. So either way, we've also had it gone through and just reviewed all the data from Winton and Bathurst, a little bit of Wanneroo, but we don't Wanneroo that much. We've got a reasonable head around it. So we see that pretty cool, our sector times. It adds all our best sector times together, and we could have done theoretically a 209 at Bathurst. Not really realistic, because normally when you do a good sector it might mess up the next sector. But either way, it's cool to see that. We actually did 214.2s, and we put a rolling lap together, which adds the in sequential order, I suppose, in a sequence order of sectors. We did a 213.2, so about a second quicker, which just sort of shows that we weren't driving anywhere near where it could have been. Winton was similar. We did 223.2. Rolling was 223.1, so we're only a tenth off of that, which is good, but our best sector times was a 219.7. So still a couple of seconds off that. Again, driver could have done a bit better. Also looked at our diff ratios and max speeds and all that, and it looks like we were spot on with our predictions and estimates, which is a good thing. So we'll lock that away, we know for next time. We'll look at fuel burns and stuff so we have a better idea of what we need to putting a tank before a race and keeping the weights down. I'm just going to start playing on my broken splitter. Danny down at Race Car Fiberglass. We're going to see if he can help us out a bit. We've got our moulds there, so I'll clean and prep it all and get him just to lay his magic in there. Okay, I guess that's our 8,500, what was it, 8,800k trip down. A few things still on the race car, not a massive man. I'm going to try and get into getting a bigger and better air cleaner running in there. So, just massive thanks to so many people helping us out. Shannon at TuneCorp with his remote help's been critical. The guys at Pit Crew and Daniel, my old man, missed out on Wanneroo because he had COVID. Alan, Matt, my missus Eloise, my mum, my brother, Philip, geez, you know, Costera's digging that spare tyre up for us over east when I brought the wrong tyres with me. And then obviously bloody Silver Eyes, Wayne doing all their machine jobs for us, and Aaron EPM, Glenn out at golf helping us out, getting some sets of tyres for us for Bathurst and Winton. Yeah, just couldn't do it without all your help. Glad we're doing it. We want to keep on doing it. Back to the shed, do some more work for a while and see what happens on our next big adventure.